Greetings, travelers. Darkfuel8282. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's put the camo on here. And good morning, everyone. Oh, here we go. Got the coffee rolling. Greetings, travelers. And welcome back to Goldbound. We had a good farm session yesterday. But, as a wise man once said, the farm doesn't stop just because you had a good farm session yesterday, guys. We got to get back at it. Keep rolling. Where's the music at, by the way? Let me get some music going. We should have music. There we go. Right on cue. Jaeger. Gold. Here we go. It's a bit chilly this morning. We had a bit of a snowstorm last night and still going. Finally catching the start of a stream. Let's go. I gotta make sure I got my YouTube chat syncing too. I don't see any yet, but it might just be because no one has chatted on YouTube yet. Okay, perfect. Anyone on YouTube could have confirmed W that we're live. Just want to make sure I got both feeds good to go. You believe that was Winston Churchill? Yeah, I think that quote, you're right. I think you're right. Damn toasted. I'm Jason D. Good morning, good morning. Have a couple sips of coffee here. I was working on some editing this morning. And, you know, just between us, when I was getting some extra footage for the video. Did I send it over already? Oh no, I got another one of these bad boys. Look at that. Talk about streamer client. Manny 10, Jeffrey, we're all live on YouTube. Perfect, perfect, thank you. But talk about streamer client, guys. There's nothing more lucky than when you boot up World of Warcraft to kill 10 things for some B-roll for a video. It's like the best luck RNG in the game. Yeah. So, we got another little drop there. That's good. I might get a couple more. What I do want to do today, though, I'll do a couple farms. But today, so I can get it into the video, I want to open up all of our imperfect Draenethyst fragments. So right now we have 80. I think one of our best farms to get these is the clam farm, because we get some there, and I'll also do loops for rares. So we should just get started going on that here to get some rares. Because worst case scenario, rares give us one of them. And if I'm trying to get both of them, I mean, it's every single one. Every single one is good. If we don't get to 100 today, I'll probably still open it because I want to edit it into the Saturday video of like whatever we get and do a calculation on that. So we'll see how many we can get today. So far we're at 80 total. Love opening stuff. Precisely. Because yeah, what I'll do, I'll open it all up and go through and see which things I want to disenchant, which things I want to sell on the auction house on my transmog character, and get some details on those. So that'll be today for sure. Fugabagon 5163. Greetings, traveler. Citizens at Gamba. We could. I wonder how we could Gamba on it though. What do predictions on the openings? For the green ones, like, because there's not too many. I guess there might be some really rare items, like over a 10k market value item. But that does open us to the issue of, like, what if we get a ring that's worth 10k market value but has no sales? Oh. I just saw a sale come through, speaking of sales. Also, I changed my macro. I gotta fix this macro again. There we go. Solaz, greetings, traveler. How you doing? Got some spooky music going. Maybe only transmog over 5 to 10k or something? Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Arcane Crystal's nice, by the way. Yeah, we'll definitely open them up, and we'll see. Maybe like maybe total item value would be a good idea. over under total item value. And just take whatever market value it shows us. Over under total min buyout value. That could work. So as you're at work would have to represent. Well, thanks for popping in to represent. Wow, we're getting a lot of arcane crystals today. Yeah, we were up early-ish this morning doing some editing for the Saturday episode. And then this day we will be getting some gold. But I will not have a stream tomorrow because I'm traveling to Pathwife's High Rocks competition. So, yeah, gotta leave the basement, unfortunately. But it'll be good. I'll see Chug Life in person, so I'll be able to, you know, say hello. Uber Meeps, how's the gold farm? So far, so good. Blasted Lands has been a very fun zone. There's been like a really good variety of farms. Cassie is up, by the way. But there's been a really good variety of farms in Blasted Lands that we can do different things at different times. Which, when you have multiple farms over like 5,000 gold per hour, that's kind of the perfect spot where kind of no matter what you're doing, you're making good progress. But then it's nice to mix it up sometimes too. Before we start farming some clams, I am just doing like a big loop around to check on all the rares. Air Jordan, do I follow other creators doing similar challenges to you, such as X-Pack Locked and Zone Locked? Yeah, I do. I might not be like fully up to date on all like the recent releases, but I'd like to tune into like the streams and kind of see what's happening. But definitely, I like to keep it in the zone of awareness, I guess you would call it. There's a lot of good YouTube content out right now for World of Warcraft. It's pretty sick.
Finally being able to catch a stream again. How was the clam opening? I missed it. Also, what's the best looking farm ATM?
NRJ Panda, thank you for the prime. Welcome back, glad to have you live. And clam opening ended up being for 1,000 clams. Mute up if you don't want to hear the spoiler. But for 1,000 clams, it was 21 golden pearls. So slightly below market value, but is what it is. Not terrible at all. And honestly, the best farm right now is mining. If we do a big lap of mining and farming rares between Blasted Lands and Swamposaurus. So we did that yesterday. We farmed up 2,000 thorium and we made a lot of gold. First rare loop of the day too is paying off here. Wow, back to back blue Draenethyst fragments. That's awesome actually. Snores, good morning. You're about to start leveling in every expansion 1 to 80 to see what is the best. Gonna try different spots and start with classic. Heck yeah. Well, good luck. I'm interested to see, especially because like I tested a few zones in kind of like up to Mop on Traveler, but I'm very curious for other zones that I didn't test in those expansions, but also expansions after Mop. So best of luck with your travels. Traveler. One sec here. Yeah, I got a bot in the chat here, guys. Just gotta deal with that. I think, yeah, got it. Bing, bang, boom. No bots in game, no bots in chat, guys. Does that mean we finally made it? You need gold and you need a way to make it enjoyable. That's a fun way to do it. You should get like a decent amount of gold leveling up. This is the last one we haven't looked at yet today. this rare, and then we'll start killing some stuff. Although I should probably deal with my bags. They're a bit messy. Yeah, nice. We actually had quite a few rares up this morning. Well, that's a good drop. The Commander... Oh, yeah, that's a cool-looking helm. The Commander's Helm of the Aurora. Very nice. Alright. Let me just go through all this stuff, get some bag space. Sell junk. Yes, please. And then I'll do some disenchanting as well. Just to get rid of some stuff. That, of course, we're going to keep. Honestly, that's a good one to sell. As they say, if you got haters, you could do something right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not complaining. We've had a very, like, I think, atypically low amount of issues in chat. So we have a very solid, respectable, gold farming enjoying community, which, you know, that's thanks to you guys. Usually there's only issues on like no zone spins when we have like a lot of people watching. You get a couple trolls. Agendia42 with the Prime. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. And greetings, traveler. We're business people here? Exactly. We're here for the data, for the nostalgia, for the World of Warcraft. Oh, did I just disenchant Bloodfang gloves? Oh, I have two. That's good. That would have been bad. Whoops. Let's try not to disenchant any more items that I'm actually going to use. I should do a run to the bank to put these all in the bank. I want to have like a lot of clear bag space to get going. Don't watch all the streams? Don't watch streams at all, but you enjoyed Goldilocks since day 3 or so on YouTube? Oh, well, thanks for popping in with the Prime then. A new Goldbound this Saturday, so stay tuned. And yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, the streams are nice because like it's kind of like the behind the scenes, like kind of chilling. But yeah, like the Goldbound episodes are kind of like the extra edited, you know, in like kind of main content source. But we have a lot of fun on the streams as well. Kind of just chilling, just farming, you know. We gotta farm anyways, so. Heck it, we'll do it live. You know what I'm saying? Flashback to Westfall when we disenchanted the Murloc rare drop. The Coral Claymore. I'll never forget that item. I will never forget that item. That's true. The Coral Claymore. Luckily we got out of Westfall just okay. I'm just depositing these items because I want to sell these ones on my transmog alt. I'm going to put the Bloodfang stuff into the bank. And yeah. By the way, the ritual part of the patch, the hero gear you can acquire set-wise is based off all your class. For example, for Rogue, from the chest, any armor pieces will be a Void Fang set. What's the ritual part of the patch? I might not know what that is. The ritual, like, is that like a new thing in the game? By the way, WoW token's at 250k, so it's a bit more expensive than it has been recently. Oh, new zone-wide events, kind of like Legion Invasions. Interesting. Is it only in like the new zones, or could I technically proc one in my current zones? It must be just in the new zones, right? Only new zones? Okay. That's cool, though. I'll have to look into that on Path. My main. I'm playing kind of current content stuff on him sometimes, so it would definitely be cool to check into. Another day, another Goldbound. Yup, yup, yup. Classic Goblin. Say I get a super rare from Ultimate and get 10 tokens worth of gold. Am I rolling 10 zones at once? Like if we got it and sold it right away and then we got like 3 mil. What I might do, to be honest, if that happened, I might invest some of it into the Warband bank to unlock more tabs. And then maybe unlock 2 or 3 zones at once. But if we have that much of an influx, I think that would be a good time to burn some cash, maybe buy like 2 or 3 tabs, and then spend like 1 million of it. And buy like 3 tokens, and then do like an episode on each zone. That's probably what I would do. I would have to like, it really depends on the vibe when we get there. Yeah. Alright, let's fly back to Blasted Lands and get farming. You want to see a flawless Draenethyst sphere opening on stream? They have some solid items. We've opened up, I think, 2 or 3 on stream. The problem is, like, I think I've sold like 40, or I have 40 for sale. And especially like for, in all honesty, I would really like to have the new token on Saturday to like roll a new zone and just kind of get things heating up. So I would rather get the gold up front, even if it might be less in the long run, you know, than opening them. But, you know, maybe if we're feeling it, if we get a couple today, we can open 1 or 2 today. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Whenever it comes to rare items, sometimes the best way to do it is to open up only a few, and maybe, just maybe you get lucky, and then you kind of get the best of both worlds. If you sell most and open up like 1 or 2. We'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling. Did I get the auction house mount with gold? Yes. I got the auction house mount with the tokens from the first like 7 zones. And what's the slash plate on Goldie? Let me tell you. It's, oops. 32 days. I'll move my camera here for a second. 32 days, 23 hours, 18 minutes. 1 day, 12 hours on this level. So we're averaging like 2 days, 3 days per zone played. Sounds good to you? But yeah, we're slowly logging more slash played as the days tick by, for sure. 1+ a month of playtime? Yeah. That's not too bad, considering, I guess, like 32 days played, and we've been playing Goldie for like 11 months. So 1/12 of my time has been spent on Goldie, not including editing. Not bad. I guess that's an average of what? Like 2.5 hours per day, which makes sense because I've been doing other challenges and then like some days I don't play, but I think like days I do play is on average like 4 to 6 hours, probably like 5 days a week I'll play Goldie, so give or take. Just gonna update this macro. Blood wash. I would like to get a couple of the imperfect spheres. Let me actually throw on my farming bar add-on. There we go. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. We have these, which is probably good. I think on average we get like 7 of these per hour of like the crystals from this farm. Rowlick, is this still Blasted Lands? Yes. Yes, we're still in Blasted Lands. We're making some good progress though, finding some good farms. Farming around those Murlocs can be kind of hard because it auto-targets. That's a crazy overhaul from Classic. I can't remember what Classic Blasted Lands looks like, but it, yeah, probably is. And this isn't even the Warlords of Draenor one. It looks even different in Warlords of Draenor in a lot of spots. Ever seen a Dragonclin using a grappling hook around the zone? Well, now you have. These guys can drive some high-end classic epics. That's what I heard. I think technically... Well, I heard they can drop things like Skullflame Shield and T-Boos. But when I was looking on Wowhead, I couldn't see any recorded drops of those items. So I don't know if they're just somehow haven't been recorded on Wowhead. Or if things have changed. But I'm hopeful. I mean, we've gotten some good blues. Like, I got Orb of Deception from these guys. And a couple other blues, actually. But Orb of Deception is definitely the best blue I've gotten from these guys. Or best drop. For sure. You've seen Proof on Student streams? Yeah, because also, he used to get like a whole bunch of Skullflame Shields from the Bog guys, right? But Wowhead says there's been no recorded drop of Skullflame Shields. So there's something going on there. Something going on for sure. How close are we to the new zone? I'll do the mailbox clear this Saturday on Goldbound. But until then, as far as the bags say, it's we're very far away with 15,000 gold. But it'll be a pretty big mailbox clear because it's been 2 weeks since the... Well, it's been like 12 days since the zone unlocked, so... Hopefully we have a few things. I'll have a 500k in the mailbox. I hope so. I'm hoping for a new zone next week. It's always fun. Could be Barrens, could be Deadwind Pass, could be Loch Badan, could be Badlands. I think out of the possible zone unlocks, if we do spin next week, I would least want Badlands just because it's probably so similar to this one. Yeah, I think Badlands would be my least desired zone to pull. Honestly, Deadwind Pass right now might be my favorite. What do I do with the tokens? The first couple, like I used for BattleNet currency to buy the Brutosaur, and then I bought the Grizzly Hills Packmaster. But I have a couple in the bag because I haven't done anything with yet, so... We do end up having to find things to do with the tokens, though, because you can't have more than 10 on your account. So likely I'll buy a couple of cosmetic things, maybe the charity pets, and then do some giveaways, too. Maybe, like, if I end up having a bunch and I gotta burn it, I'll probably just do, like, the charity pet giveaways on stream. Something like that. But yeah, we do end up having to burn them, which is kind of funny. I could theoretically just use them. Like, I could get a bunch of WoW tokens and then use the BattleNet currency to buy WoW tokens and get the gold onto Patholerics. I could just get the gold back. I would lose, like, 8%, but I could do that if I wanted to. It's just the most inefficient way of doing it. There's an imperfect fragment, though. That's nice. To be honest, I'm probably not going to do that. You're going to add the Blasted Lands of Swamp Road into your test to see how it competes with Ungoro? Definitely. From what you were saying, Ungoro sounds pretty darn good, though. Yeah. Yeah, Badlands will be a similar vibe if once we get it to this. Like, similar materials, similar angles, except we'll have Alderman, right? I'm looking forward to Alderman. I think it'll be a big part of the Badlands unlock. Even if we don't get any crazy items, I'll probably farm Alderman for disenchant fodder. Like, disenchanting for shards and going for supers. The Traveler's Helm. I think we've got, like, the full Traveler set almost, except the Traveler's piece again. That actually kind of fits the vibe. It's a little off, but I'm going to wear it for today. I could boost my... That's true, I could boost my crafting alts. Yeah, I could. Boosts are, like, absurdly expensive, though. Like, isn't a boost to... let's go take a look. How much is a boost? It's services, right? Yeah, it's like $75. That would be 4 WoW tokens. That's pretty steep, you know? I mean, like, if we have to burn them, we can, but I feel like, you know, for how fast leveling is. But that way we would get around having to, like, play the Paladin, and we could just do all the playtime on Goldie. That's true. But yeah, 75 Canadian dollars is... We would need to consume 4 WoW tokens. Which we could. I think giveaways would be, like, a good one. Like, once there's no more cosmetic upgrades, or, like, quality of life upgrades for Goldie, like Hearthstones and stuff. I like the idea of just doing some giveaways here and there for stuff. It can be difficult to do giveaways, though, with, like, BattleNet currency, because you have to add people. Like, you can't gift something to someone's BattleNet account unless you've been friends for 4 days. So, like, if I did a giveaway, people wouldn't receive it for, like, 4 days. I'd have to add you and then be able to gift it then. That's what I did for when I gave away the Brutosaur. I had to add the person, wait 4 days, and I could gift it. Add you now so I can gift it to you when you win. That's true. My BattleNet is a real name, but it's not my real name. Or maybe it is now. I think it got updated. Just doing a quick loop of the rares, see if anyone is up and about. If anyone's awake. Morning roll call for the rares. Doko Kaniatsu with a Twitch Prime. Sorry if I mispronounced it. I think I got it, though. I think I am pretty bad at mispronouncing names, though. So if I ever read your name and mispronounce it, I don't do it intentionally. Just listen to how I pronounce Defius, okay? And then you won't feel so bad. I'm on record with very poor pronunciation, so it's not a personal attack by any means. I think for the first 10 streams I called Jaeger Jagger, so there's that. Hursty afternoon. It's morning here, but afternoon where you are. And so far so good. I'm farming. I'm trying to get a couple more imperfect Draenethyst fragments to open up today. That's kind of like the main goal for today, is to open up a bunch of these and see the value of, like, how much transmog we get and how much disenchanting materials we get. So that's my goal for the day. So these guys can drop them, but also they just give me clams, and clams are always good. Clams are actually up in price right now. There's one fragment. There we go. Ideally, I guess I would have 100. Like 100 is a nice number to open up. We'll see if we can get there today or not. I believe. Got the turtle shell here. Poor pronunciation, but excellent squat form. That's what they say. That's what they say. I'm actually looking forward to it this weekend. I'll be getting a workout in again with Chug Life. With Chug, we'll be doing a Saturday workout before our girls. Well, like my wife, his girlfriend. It's a weird way to say it, like our girls. My wife, his girlfriend are doing a high rocks together. So we're gonna get a workout in before that, and then high rocks competition, and then we'll all go out for dinner. So it'll be a nice catch up with Chug. Maybe I'll be able to get him that Guinness I owe him. Wait, I say your name wrong, Snores? Wait, how do you say it? Snore. Is it Snore ZZ? Oh, wow. I've definitely said your name a lot. Oh, I don't? You're just joking? Okay, I was like, oh, man. I thought that was one I for sure had right. Oh, you got me. It would be nice to get an epic from these guys, too. We've killed quite a few of them. It's hard to add them all up, but, well, we can go, so it's, kill track? No, it's kill tally. I forget what the command for kill, for the kill track. No, it's not kill track. It's mob kill count. I don't know what the command was to pull up the whole mob. I don't know what it was to pull up the whole like totals. Because it's kind of hard to add up all the blood wash because there's just so many different variants of them. Nightshade gloves? We did get them, yes. Not bad. Geisterhose, is it your browser or is Path's voice and stream quieter than his videos or other streams? It might be quieter than my videos, but it should be the same as my streams because I have my like mic input maxed. On my videos, I do turn up the volume on my mic though, like in post. So, yeah. NR, another streamer once really butchered your last name after you made a donation. Let's see if I'm better. Kolbenschlag, it is. That's how I would pronounce it. Kolbenschlag. That's what I would think that is. Maybe I'm butchering it though. Slash MKT list? MKC list? No. Oh wait, I think I just spelled it wrong. MKT list. There we go. Yeah, so if we add up all the different blood wash, that's 600. Well, like, that's basically 1,000. That's like 1,200 and another 1,000. So we're at like 3,000 total blood wash kills. But it's slash MKT list. So I gotta remember that. But we have a lot of kills on these guys, 100%. Pretty good pronunciation. Let's go. Who was that I killed over 1,000 times? The Iron Marches. I don't have, I had to switch my kill tracker add-on after, like, halfway through Dunmurrow. So it doesn't have a lot of old ones. NPC number 41924 are the dwarves in Dunmoreau that we were doing for Frayed Knots. And the Iron Mark ones are, there's a couple different ones of them, but those are the ones that can drop the pet up in the north here, the Bronze Whelpling. So those are definitely the two mobs here, the Bloodwash and the Iron Marches, that I've gotten the most kills on for Goldie. At least in this zone. Just casually wiping generations. Yeah. I guess so. What are we farming these guys for, though? So they do a consistent drop of the clams, so those sell pretty well. They're about 21 gold each. I also get, like, a lot of kills here, so I tend to get a lot of imperfect fragments, and I kind of want those today, so this is kind of just the best farm to get imperfect fragments, but also, like, gold while we do it. And they also drop transmogs. There's some greens, blues, and word on the street is epics that they can drop. The best blue I've gotten so far from them is Orb of Deception. But we'll see if we can't get anything else today. Yeah, so it's like an all-around good one. And then every now and then I'll do a loop to check on the rares in the zone, because the rares also drop the fragments. Plus, I can go check out the Tainted Forest, because the Tainted Forest has rich thorium veins. So we got a pretty good multi-farm to maximize, like, different things. That's often how we end up getting the best rates in these zones, is to kind of mix and match, like, a patchwork of multiple farms to optimize them. At this point, it seems in their best interest to drop the loot. I mean, you can't lie, we've gotten a lot of kills on them. I think in Blasted Lands total, we're over 10,000 kills, like, on different mobs. Pretty good. And Runecloth. Yeah, the Runecloth isn't worth nothing, actually. I'll put it up there. Runecloth is like 25 to 60 silver each. Yeah. I'm out tomorrow, right? I am, yeah. So I'll be traveling many kilometers this weekend. Will I be doing the mailbox opening tonight or tomorrow for the vid? I'll probably do the mailbox opening tonight or tomorrow. Because, like, I'm bringing my laptop, so I'll probably be doing some editing tomorrow just to finish stuff off if I don't get it done today. But I'll probably do the mailbox opening tonight. And so I'll know by then. Alright, let's go do a loop, see what else is out in here. Nagas were originally planned to be a playable race. I heard that in Classic WoW. I'm surprised one of, like, the planned playable races hasn't come back as an allied race. When did I get that helm? Literally, I think just today. I was farming and it dropped, so I just equipped it because it kind of matches the set a little bit, the Traveler's helm. So I just threw it on for fun. You wish you could be an ogre? I imagine that some of the classes as playable races will maybe come out one day. I mean, they made Worgen a thing, but then they changed them slightly, right? So it's possible that if Naga was a playable race, they would have it... They might change the model a little bit. Possibly. Because the original Worgen and Classic aren't what we see as, like, Worgen. They look a bit different. I'm thinking about, like, the ones in Duskwood and whatnot. It's not the exact same character model, for sure. Bum, 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 bum. You still want High Aroka as a playable race? I want Infernals. I want to play an Infernal. I don't know what I would actually... If I could pick one non-playable race right now that I would add into the game. I don't know what I would pick. Ooh, that's a good point, Jim. Vicryl would be very cool. I would definitely roll a Vicryl, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That's a good one. Murlocs? Okay, Vicryl and Murlocs are contenders for me for sure. Those are some good options. Ogre, yeah. Man, they have a lot of good options to add into the game. Why on earth did they add Herondar? Sorry to all the Herondar lovers, but like I would rather see a Vicryl personally, you know? Bring back the Grizzly Hills vibes and give me Vicryls. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a happy camper. I mean, I already am a happy camper, but be a very happy camper. Tuskar? Yeah, to be fair, I like Herondar more than I like Volpera. I haven't played any of these new races, though, so... Might not be the best to commentate on it. I think the only allied race I've played is Lightforged Draenei. And it was for a very short time. Maybe I made a Dark Iron Orc. Maybe. That's a good point, JS. If they actually made Vicryls a playable race, they would be so much smaller than they are in-game. Like, Vicryls are giants in-game. I think same with Ogres. Like, if they made Ogres a playable race, they would have to size them down quite a bit, and they'd probably look pretty silly. Rexar size? Yeah. You just don't want any more dwarves or elves? We have a lot of dwarves, yeah. We need leper gnomes. There's another fragment. Is that Fury of Angerforge? You got it. Last Blackwing Descent run, we got it. It's pretty fun. I threw it into my boar macro, so as we're farming things, we'll just randomly turn into a Dragonkin. I guess speaking of races, that could be a race too to play. Nice. I don't have a loot appraiser going. There we go. No more 1K clam opening. I think I'm gonna sell these clams as clams. At least for right now, the clam price has gone up. They're like 21 gold each. So especially with clam prices back up, it would be a big loss of value. You'll riot if I don't open them up? Well, we might have a ride on our hands, guys, but we will be opening up the imperfect fragments today, so don't worry. We'll have some openings today. I hope that'll be... I trust that'll satisfy the requirements, and if not, I could be maybe convinced to open one or two of these as well. The flawless Draenethyst spheres. We'll see, though. But the clams, those are staying shut for today. You demand Klamba? Oh no. Klamba. Whoa! Jungle necklace. Hit that with a disenchant right now. Can we open the next zone today? I don't think... Well, maybe we technically could. I mean... the only thing is I'm not doing the mailbox clear on stream, so I won't know if we have enough for a token until stream is over. But it's possible that Monday will be a new zone spin. I should let you vote on next zone. Well, we've been doing the predictions, and so far we've done it twice, and so far you guys haven't predicted which zone we're gonna spin. If there's ever gonna be one for you to predict, it'll be this next one because there's only 4 on the spinner, so it's a 25% chance. So we'll see. We'll see. You hope we leave Eastern Kingdoms soon? We technically could be leaving it next spin. The Barons unlock would be an interesting one. We'll have to see. You can spare me gold for a token, no problem. Yeah. Appreciate the offer. But yeah, the rune cloth. I think I have some. Yeah, I have like 1,500 rune cloth in the bank. So I have like over 1,500 rune cloth saved up. So the rest right now, I don't think I have to stockpile more than that. So the rest I'm just selling as is for like 20 to 40 silver each. But I do have some stocked up for the crafting alt in case we get one to level it up. Would Deadwind Pass give us a new option? No, that's a good point actually, because if we rolled Deadwind Pass next, it would not add a zone to the spin, and the subsequent spin would only be 3 options. Loch Badan, Badlands, or Barrens. And if after that, if we got Badlands, we would then only have Loch Badan or Barrens. It would be 2 on the spinner. So, depending on how the next spins go, we could either have a lot of options or not a lot. And it'll be like a 50-50 coin flip between Loch Badan, which would then realistically spur us into more and more unlocks in the north. Or Kalimdor, which would then really open the floodgates for more Kalimdor unlocks. Because all of a sudden, if we roll Barrens, the next zone, there's like 6 or 7 Kalimdor zones that we could spin and only 1 Eastern Kingdoms. And so the chances are we'll just explore a lot more Eastern Kingdoms. Or, sorry, Kalimdor. So yeah, it could be some interesting options for sure. Wetlands opens up Twilight Highlands, yeah. How do I come back to Eastern Kingdoms if I go to Kalimdor now? Not get in the system? So basically, every zone that we've unlocked is available for us. And then if any of those unlocked zones are bordering another zone, that zone always remains on, like, the possible spinner. So each and every time we spin, like, if we go into Kalimdor, we could come back to Eastern Kingdoms to get other materials, but, like, the next zone, because we have, for example, Searing Gorge unlocked, we'll always have Loch Modan as a spin until we get Loch Modan, because it's bordering it. It just depends on what we spin. If that makes sense. But yes, we'll be doing like the walkable cataclysm zones in Eastern Kingdoms. So for example, Twilight Highlands, Uldum, Hyjal probably, but maybe not if it's not walkable. Those will be done in Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. With the way Cataclysm worked as an expansion, we just really can't separate out Classic and Kata without having like a super patchwork set of rules. How is Vashir not unlocked since his entrance is in Stormwind? Well, so like basically the most simple way I view the rules is that it has to be a walkable zone. If you have to click a portal, doesn't count. So for example, Blasted Lands portal, the Dark portal, it's a walk-in portal, not a clickable portal. But also, we don't technically have Stormwind unlocked. I just access it for the bank. Once we have all of Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor unlocked, though, then Stormwind will be unlocked. It's a bit nuanced, definitely. But yeah, some of the Cataclysm zones like Vashir and Deepholm, we'll just have to do once all of Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor are completed. However, we very well may do one of those as like a one-off zone anyways. Yeah. So yeah, the Cataclysm zones will kind of be either like a 4-foot zone or done after Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. And then from there, we'll just start going through expansion order. No silken chests today. I'm still tracking them, aren't I? Yeah, I am. But no silken chests today. Okay. Stealth Blade, since it's basically a free zone. I mean, we still gotta sell it. So stay tuned for Saturday to see if we sell it or what the status is. Boom, boom, boom. Every kata zone except Vashir is a walkable path. I think Vashir and Deepholm are the two that are kind of like out a bit on their own. Hyjal, I don't know. I haven't looked into Hyjal, but I'm assuming it has some kind of a path. Hydro might have a path from Winter Spring, it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah, Deep Holmo's one. I'm looking forward to Deep Holmo. It'll be a lot of fun. If it needs to be walkable, you think that would rule out all of Kalimdor? The thing is as well, like in my definition, like a walkable portal or like walking onto a boat. Like walking onto a boat that goes is kind of fair game in my opinion. That being said, pretty much every single boat line you think you know, myself included, you have to double check because they changed all of the boat systems at some point. So like Stormwind, for example, it doesn't go where you think it does. It's all portals. It's one of the most frustrating things about retail. But the Booty Bay boat is good to go. We haven't gotten many of these enchantresses. Only 208 of them. That's interesting. I would have thought we'd have more of those. Yeah, basically, like, we're working with the best rule set we can, and when we come to, like, a situation where the rule set needs to be determined, I just kind of make my best judgment call at that point in time. But for sure, there's a bunch of theoretical situations down the road that we'll have to address. But when I make those decisions, I usually go on to, like, my main and look at the paths, look at how things work. So I have like a tentative opinion on how things will work now, but I won't know for sure until I actually look into it closely. There's just too much to like plan from like right now for every possible unlock. But we have a general skeleton of the rule base and we'll apply it as best we can. Are we opening 2,000 clams today? No. I'm sorry. Not a 2K clam day. Ooh, fragment though. 2K clams with this price? You see in this 21 gold each? Fair enough. Vashir is just a pita. Man, Vashir is going to be an interesting one. We'll see. Bum 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 bum. What's the average fragment drop rate per hour? I think it's like 5 to 10 from these guys. Give or take. But we also do a loop to try to get the rares, and the rares can drop them as well. So if you add that in, it's probably higher. Vashir, yeah. But either way, like if Vashir is accessible by a boat from Stormwind, I won't have Stormwind available for like trainers and transportation until all of Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor are done. But I might treat it like a one-off, like a forfeit zone. You were doing some Legion mining yesterday. Will Traveler be going there? Well, I will hold off on saying anything more about exactly where he will go until the video is out where he gets up to level 80. Because he definitely doesn't get to every expansion. He gets to some, not all of them, though. But I'll hold off on further details. Surely at some point I'm going to accidentally break a rule. I mean, if there's more borders that are kind of gated or coded like Duskwood and Westfall, I'll probably discover a zone by accident. Or if I'm flying and I lag, like there's a chance I could just fly into a zone. Most definitely. You just noticed that Blasted Lands has Baron music? Is this Baron's music? Huh. Never really realized that. I guess I'm not too familiar with Baron's music. Primarily being a Alliance enjoyer. Last time I was on the Barons, I think I was on Monarch, the Mop, the Mist of Pandaria classic Warlock. Alright, we'll take a look and see if any rares are up or arcane crystals. Well, by arcane crystals, I mean large or rich thorium veins. There's a crystal. Crystal height. Calling it now, the Barons will result in a forfeit. Maybe. We'll see. Are those two nodes always rich? Interesting thing about Blasted Lands is every node in the Tainted Forest is always rich. So there's no rich nodes in the Blasted Lands that are outside of this area. And every thorium node in this area is rich. It's absolutely goated. Sometimes you'll get True Silver here, which is not a rich thorium, but if it spawns as thorium, and it's in the Tainted Forest, you're in for some good loot. How much are crystals worth? They're like 300 to 400 gold right now. Or do you mean these crystals? The imperfect Draenethyst fragments? Because these are like 10 gold each on the auction house, but we're going to be handing them in and hopefully getting more value than that. Hopefully a lot more value than that, actually. Nope, not one of the rares. I thought for a second it might have been. Check on the Scorpid guy. Nowhere to be seen. In classic Grom's Blood, Blasted Lands is a good farm. Is it worth anything in retail? I haven't actually done any herb farms yet in Blasted Lands. But they seem to be pretty not that great from what I can tell from like an initial view. The rares in Blasted Lands actually seem rare. They seem to be on like a 1 to like 8 hour respawn timer, so they are pretty rare. Compare that to like Elwyn Forest or Dunmow starting zones. Those rares are on pretty much half an hour timers. But these ones are pretty difficult to get a whole bunch on. Plus these ones, a lot of people do, like, not camp them, but camp a character in here and do loops every now and then, so... As far as classic rares go, they might be some of the more contested rares in the game. Because of the fragments, right? They're definitely known about in the gold farming communities, for sure. Oh, Arcane Crystal again, look at that. We're getting rich, guys. Freaking GG. I'm always excited the first couple kills we get here because it always seems when you get like an ultra rare item, it's in the first couple of kills when you come back. That must be hyper spawn mechanics in effect, but could also just be gold farmer superstition. Little Cubone, yo, what's up? What's good? Happy Thursday. Greetings, traveler, and welcome back to Goldbound. Yeah, the target macro has a problem here because these guys, my target macro slash target's Blood Wash. But this crate is a friendly thing called Blood Wash Crate, so it ends up targeting the crate instead of the mobs a lot. So I have to specifically target the mobs to actually get the kill if I'm close to the crates. But we're spawning in Green Dragonkin like no one's business here. Oh. Serpent skin armor. Very good. Hope the anti-hyper spawn mechanics don't kick in. Yeah. They don't seem to, at least at the very least, they don't seem to affect the clams on these guys. They might affect the actual transmog though. It's unclear to me at this point. They definitely hurt up at the Dreadmaw hold, though, where the only thing you're farming is the rare drops. I could go for a couple more of those today, too, if I end up feeling like it. Ring of the Heavens. Instant disenchant on that one. How do I make my kill count through add-on work? Yours says incompatible and you haven't touched it. Looking into fixing it. I got a new one. It's called Mob Kill Count. My kill track add-on, the one I used to run, I also can't get it to work. So I'm using Mob Kill Count. But sometimes you have to go into like the interface files and change the game version from the 11,000 and whatever to like 12,001. Like in the Lua files. I can't remember if I had to do that for my mob kill count, but Yeah, in Midnight I did have to switch to this tracker versus the old tracker. Which is a bit unfortunate because I had a whole bunch of data in the old one from the old zones, which would be cool to have, but I think this one's current for sure for Blasted Lands and for most of Dunmorrow. It might be missing a few things in Dunmorrow though. And with the changes to how add-ons interact with the game in Midnight, there is no kill count trackers, to my knowledge, that work in dungeons anymore. You can't access those game files from add-ons. Because it's the same game files add-ons we're using to get combat enhancements. Wait. You can't wait for me to hit level 90 for it to teleport me to Silvermoon? If you hit level 90, do you get instant teleported to Silvermoon? Is that a risk? Uh-oh. I've never hit level 90 on a character not doing midnight farms. Maybe it's a thing. Hey, a second Traveler's Helm. That doesn't happen. I can tell you right now, we're not going to have Silvermoon unlocked by the time we're level 90. The things that really speed up the leveling are the world events, like Hollowed's End or Noble Garden, where we're actually doing daily quests. Or, if I decide to do a couple of pet battles give XP. So far, I really haven't been leveling up pets, but if that becomes a thing that maybe we want to do, we'll level a lot faster. But yeah, right now it's like 2 to 3 days played per level, so. Yeah. What will I do when the gear starts to matter? I don't think it'll matter until we're like literally in current content, but my current thought is once the gear starts to matter, then the mobs that we're killing should also be giving us upgrades. So if the gear starts to matter, then we should by default be able to get better gear. That's my current hope for that. Like if the mobs are strong enough to like challenge us, they should be strong enough to give us good loot as well, hopefully. But yeah, right now I think that will only happen once we're in current content. In which case I'll just do a couple quests and get some gear. Ooh, that was a quick draw. Quick draw on the fire there. Will I farm Ragefire Chasm when I roll Durotar? I don't know. I actually haven't thought about that at all. The thing about Orgrimmar is it's not as big of a problem to have unlocked for Goldie because they're all like hostile. I can't train there. It's not like going into Org would give me trainers or vendors. It would literally be just RFC. So maybe. I don't know. I haven't thought about that. It'll take us some time to reach midnight. Yeah. It will take, like, at best, theoretically, if we did one zone per week, I think it's like 2 years still. So, yeah, that would be a crazy pace to sustain. But I think that would be like the highest theoretical pace. And I think that's still like 2 years. What's Goldie's level now? And what level are these mobs? So Goldie's level 81. And just with how like the current world scales now, pretty much everything in Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor is level 30. So we're way overscaled. That's why we can have like no gear on, like really bad gear, and kill them. Arcane Crystal, let's go. Imagine completing every zone in the game. What's next then? Well, Papinga. Then we can play the game. There we go. Little Make Love Not Warcraft South Park reference there. Then we play the game. No, yeah, like once we... there will be a point, you know, however far down the line we go, where Goldie is caught up to current expansion and we've completed all the zones in the current expansion. And then he's just a normal character until the next expansion comes out, and then it'll be a seasonal thing of like doing... Probably like a higher thing, like with new expansions, what I'd probably do is like gold cap in each zone, and it'd be like a 2-3 month series, maybe longer, for every new expansion. And I'll just continue making other videos too. But yeah, like that'll be, not for a while, but theoretically that'll be a time when Goldie can access every zone of the game, including current content, and then he's kind of just a character in the game, you know? He has everything unlocked. Then do it again on Horde side. Hordes, but wait, it'd be all the same zones again though, you know? You know, maybe by then there's Classic Plus. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what the lay of the land is in like 8 years when that happens. We'll see. Yeah, then Goldie goes for like Arena Master and all like the, you know, ahead of the curve achievements. He joins a world first raiding guild, and rest is history. Then we get Mythic Plus score and do all that stuff. Until the next expansion, then the curse returns. But yeah, guys, I don't think we have to worry about that for a while. Something to think about, but I think I think the best way to put that right now is something to think about as like a fun thought thing, but not something to plan for at this point. You know, we got some more immediate things to plan for, I would say. Earn a WoW token without AC. Auction house. Only vendor selling. I think it would be very dependent on what expansion you're doing it in. Like raw gold. Like some things with raids, the raw gold isn't too bad. So I think it would definitely be a raw gold dungeon or raid farm angle. Which at best you're probably getting like 1,000 to 3,000 gold per hour. Yeah, doing it in Elven Forest though, that would be a crazy amount of time. The invincible farm on Goldie is gonna go hard. You're not wrong. Bagging in Stormwind. Bagging in Goldshire. That would be a different challenge, wouldn't it? A Goldshire speedrun. We might have to stream on Kick for that one. If you know what I'm saying. We'll leave that one for Chug Life, maybe. I think that's the best call. Total looted value so far, 34,000 gold. A lot of that is like random transmog, though, that I probably won't sell for that much, but we have over like 5,000 gold in clams from today and like 2,000 gold in crystals, so we're getting some gold, guys. I like this circle here for farming them. It's pretty satisfying, actually. The clams are low-key like a really good gold farm. When I hit Moonglade, what's the plan? Well, then I'll list Stealthblade. It's just sitting in the bank right now. Yeah, I'll just list Stealthblade. And then we're good to go. I'll list Stealthblade and then the 5 Noble Garden mounts I saved up. Yeah, that should do the trick. Oh. Moonglade would have vendor flips, right? And fishing. Like, you could fish for junk and stuff. Yeah, I assume the fishing's probably kind of bad there. In Moonglade. I can't say I've tested it out yet, though. Snore ZZ there. I can't say I tested that out. That's probably the right pronunciation of that we talked about, is Snore ZZ. Yeah. Just kidding. Does Moonglade have a path to enter it? Honestly, I have no idea. It might not. It probably does, but it might not. There might be some skinning as well. Okay. So there's some angles for sure in there. I think the music in this cave, in the Bloodwash Cavern, is definitely fitting for the area. Very chill, very nice. Greetings, traveler. Red. Man, whenever Goldie's running around with Sprint and his tank top, I just imagine him as like some kind of super soldier, just like juiced to the gills, running at like Machnet, like crazy speeds, like 28-inch arms. It's awesome. Moonglade used to have a path back in the day. Don't know if it does now. Would have to go through the Furlbog Tunnel, take the branch other than Fellwood / Winterspring, at least in Classic. It sounds like there's a way where you can like swim from Darkshore and then die and then res in Moonglade. So there may not be like true walkable paths in retail. It's possible. Yeah, might have to do some more recon once we get close. Is it a clam day again? We are getting some clams. But really, like, the big thing today, we will be opening the fragments. Might be doing it relatively soon here. I'm kind of curious what they have. Some arcane crystals are good. How are the golden pearls moving on the old auction house? I've sold some. The price came back down. They're definitely a bit slower moving than like something like the arcane crystals. But I've definitely seen a couple sell. I haven't checked in the last like 2 days on the exact pearl count that we have left, but I don't think you'd want to try to sell 1,000 golden pearls, let me tell you that. That might take a few minutes. Tunnel is indeed walkable. Yeah, we'll have to take a look once we get close to Moonglade. Yeah, a couple 2-3 minutes to sell the pearls probably. Wait, you're going through SFK on a classic server? And the music I use for my countdowns is playing? Really? In Shadowfang Keep? That's weird. It's definitely not like WoW music. It's like off of Epidemic Sound. Is it a private server maybe? We had a couple rares this morning, but no luck on the respawns recently here. Oh. Okay. I want to clean up my bags a bit and then open up. I guess it'll be 88. I want to open up 88 of these. Let me clean up the bags. Sell some stuff, like the clams. Whoa. Clams up to 30 gold right now? That's good. That's really good. Can't confirm there's a walkable path to Moonglade. Just tested it. Well, there it is. There it is. So Moonglade will be a zone. Is it the tunnels then? Which add-on do I use for selling? For this kind of stuff, I'm just using Auctionator to sell like individual items. On my transmog character, though, I use TSM. But just for like easy listing, I kind of just use Auctionator. Got to get rid of some of these things that I don't want. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Yeah, I'll probably sell the nightshade stuff, but not these rings. Okay. I am going to go to Stormwind real quick to drop in the bank, and then we're going to collect on a whole bunch of these imperfect Draenethyst fragments. Open up, I guess, 88 of them. See what we get. Don't need those. Man, Lion's Pride Inn has bangers. I love that music. You can set Auctioneer up so that it selects the next type of item in your bags. Make selling reagents really fast. Just hit space like 10 times and it lists 10 items, for example. That sounds pretty convenient, actually. Put that in there. Regular bank for reagents and quest items. And then we'll go back to Blasted Lands to open the things. Well, we got to hand them in Blasted Lands. You had to look around Moonglade. I'm screwed. It's going to take me a year. Well, we'll see what happens. A nerdy one. Greetings, traveler. All right, let's head back. I'm gonna turn off farming bar though. Oh, but like, oh, it's like a driftwood fishing angle. Yeah, that'll be tough. Oh, I have the Arena Master Trinket right now? Oh yeah, I do. I unequipped it for this Fury of Anger Forge, didn't I? That's all good, though. While we're flying over, let's see if anyone applied to the guild. All good. We had a couple applicants this morning, so we got them all in. Let's go ahead. You know, anyone on right now, we're just going to go ahead and drop a promotion to Traveler. You know, greetings, Travelers. Greetings, Traveler. Snarl Flare, catch you later. Let's go open some fragments. I should probably get some kind of a quest text add-on real quick, hey? What would be the best add-on to get to hand in a whole bunch of infinite Draenethyst fragments? Like, I have to accept it? Like, probably like auto-accept, right? There's probably like an auto-accept quest thing. Let me open up Curse Forge here. Quick quest is lightweight. Let me see what that does. Quick quest. 1 million downloads. Let me try that. / reload. Maybe there's like a / quick quest / QQ. Okay, here we go. Automate quests. Always. Is there like an auto hand-in? Maybe I have to actually hand it in itself. Thought that it wasn't worth it to open these. I'm opening the green ones. Most of the blue ones I've sold though. But yeah, the green ones, they're only worth 10 gold, so I think it's not auto-accepting it. Am I doing something wrong with Quick Quest? Accept. Fast quest accept. I'll try that one. Stepped away for some grub. What did we break? I'm just trying to get like an auto quest acceptor going. There we go. Oh, this is definitely the way to do these. Oh, yeah. I think we can make this even better. Yeah, so I'm using this here, the farming bar, and then interact key. Holy moly, guy. Oh wait, I lagged out. I feel like I'm playing RuneScape now. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing RuneScape like you ever leveled up construction RuneScape when you have like the guy come back and forth? Yeah, going too fast is not good. We might get banned for exploiting their turbo mode. I guess I could just use the actual quest items. Once the exclamation mark goes away is when it works, it looks like. So I can kind of rely on the bag one. Like you see the exclamation mark show up and disappear. That's when I can press the buttons. Keyboard going through its own challenges. Yeah. I couldn't drag the fragments onto a hotkey. It wouldn't let me put it on the action bar. But I can just, with interact key, I can just leave my mouse over the quest item, like in the bag. And it seems to be pretty good. We got a lot of items in the bags. We have 38 more. So we're almost going to be like a full bag of these things, which will be good. We'll have a lot of items to go through. This is StarCraft levels of APM. This is literally like how RuneScape feels like to play all the time. You just end up doing the same clicks at the same intervals, and it's like oddly satisfying. If only I knew the game ticks for World of Warcraft, I could min-max this a bit better. Get a metronome out to optimize the game ticks. But I think I got a good rhythm here. What are we hoping to find in the bags? They all have one green BOE. So we'll either keep the BOE for transmog if it sells well, or disenchant it for gems. So at the end of the day, we're going to have a total value of like market value from the transmog, and then a total value of quicker selling stuff from the disenchanting. Four more to hand in. Look at that. They're all glowing and stuff, too. I don't even want to mouse over them because then they stop glowing. There we go. So we do have some bag spots to spare. I'm going to set my loot to... What would, like, be the most, like, realistic transmog value? Like, region historical price? Like, what do you guys reckon? Or should I just do min buyout? Min buyout can be pretty, like, variable, though. We could do sale average. I might do region historical price. That should give us a pretty good vibe. Now, I am going to do a prediction, guys. Let me think. I want to do a prediction on the total transmog value for historical, region historical price. I'll do a poll on YouTube and a prediction on Twitch for opening up 88 of these bags, what the total market value is. And keep in mind, this is potentially like inflated value. Like there might be some necks in here that have crazy values. So, you know what? I don't know. I am between doing sale price and historic. Let's do region sale average, because that'll give us some more realistic, like, actual gold from them. Let's do that. Region sale average. So we get more of, like, a vibe of what we might actually receive. Because I'm sure we're going to get some necks in here that'll have, like, a market value of, like, 20k. Okay, so I'm going to do... I really have no idea. Should we just do, like, an over-under? How about we open up... Let's open up 3 and take the average of those 3 and apply it, extrapolate it over, like, 85. That way we have, like, a basis for what we're doing. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just shooting in the dark here for ranges. So let's open up 3 first. Make sure it's all working, and then we'll get an average of 3. First one. Okay. Chieftain's Helm. It's telling me the region sale average is 672. But this tooltip is telling me the region sale average is 127. One second. Well, that will do it. Will that work? DP, that's what it's telling me to write, but I don't know if that's what it actually is. Is that the right way to write it for loot appraiser, DB region sale average? I guess there's only one way to find out. I'll open up one more. Okay, so this one, That worked. Okay. Actually, 2 chieftains pieces. That's kind of cool. Wait, can we get the full chieftain set out here? Imagine us in Durotar with that. What? And then Lord's Gauntlets. With the 63 gold. Okay, so let me do some let me get out the calculator here. So, average sale on this is 127.5. Average sale on this is 47.8. Average sale on this is 63.37. Divided by 3, that gives us an average of 79.55 times 85 more chests. Okay, so assuming we get a similar ratio to all of these, that should be 6,762 for the over-under. I'm going to do a YouTube and a Twitch poll, guys, for over-under opening 85 more. Will the bags sale average be over or under? Let's just do 7,000 gold for an even number. Over, under. And I'll do it on Twitch as well, guys. Will the bags sale average of 85 7,000 over 7,000 under 7,000? And if it is one copper, if it's one copper over 7,000, it's over 7,000. We'll do a 2-minute prediction on Twitch for that, and we have the YouTube poll going as well, guys. You got to think that there's going to be some valuable ones, right, that will pop out of here. So the valuable ones should carry it up. But then again, we also got like a decently valuable one here, the Chieftain's Headdress, which, by the way, if we manage to get the full Chieftain set, like, that could be pretty cool. We'll have to sort through them all. And guys, if the total value, tell you what, if the total value is 10,000 or more, I'll open one of the blues. If it's 20,000 or more, I'll open 2 of the blues. And if it's 30,000 or more, I'll open 3 of the blues, okay? So we got some bonus if we get crazy lucky on the greens. So, let's see what happens. 1 minute on the prediction, then I'll start opening. And I'll go relatively quickly on the opening, too, guys. I'll sort through them all after. You gotta think the odds are with over, right? So right now we're 88% betting on over on Twitch, and YouTube is 79% on over. So a similar breakdown. I mean, to be fair, we could get a bunch of, like, dud items, too. You want over just so I can succeed? Let's go. T-minus, like, 10 seconds, then we start opening. I'll put the loot appraiser here so we can kind of all look at it there. Keep in mind, this has been like probably like 20 to 30 hours of farming in the zone to get all of these green ones. Like a lot of farming to get these. Okay, I think we're good to go. 88% on Twitch and 80% on YouTube. Let's start going. First one. No way we pull the Chieftain shoulder pads. Okay, guys, we're going for the Chieftain set as well. That's like an aside. Lords, 20... Oh, those are low, guys. Those are low pulls. Crusaders is 17 gold. Average sale. Chieftain's Headdress. That's a good one, 127 gold. Abjurers. Another good one, 129 average sale. That's a good piece, actually. Good sale rate, too. Lords, 35 gold average sale. Righteous of the Quick Blade, 10 gold average sale. Crusader's Belt, 16 gold average sale. A lot of Chieftain's gear in here. The Chieftain's headdress is going to pull up the numbers. Overlords, that's a big one. 583 average sale. Ooh, okay, that's a big pull for this. Okay, guys, we're already at 1,200 gold in value. Over's looking good. 188 on the Revenant Girdle. Duskwoven one, 22 gold. The Lord set's got to be good, right? Yep. 100 gold on that. Warmongers is 45 gold average sale, but good market value. Duskwoven, 22 average sale. Overlord's Leggings, 312 gold average sale. That's actually a really cool set. The Overlord set. Abjur's Mantle is 20 or 47 gold average sale. Another Chieftain's Shoulder Pads, 31 gold average sale. Another big pull of the Overlord's Plates, Leggings, 35 gold average sale. I'll quick fire these ones, guys. 11 gold, 15 gold, 312 gold, 15 gold, 157 gold, 188 gold, 42 gold, 30 gold, 32 gold, 31 gold, 31 gold, back-to-back Chieftains, 16 gold. We're at 3K and we're only like 30 in, so we're on pace, guys. Another Overlord's chest. Those are really good. Crusaders is like 30 gold. Revenant is 95 gold. 100 gold in the Duskwoven Cape. 10 gold in the Righteous. Overlord's Gauntlets. Swashbucklers. That's a set I was wanting to get, actually. So I'll put those over here. Another Overlord's chest piece. We got a lot of those Overlord's chest pieces. 79 gold on that one. 188 gold on that one. Making some good progress here, though. So far, the Overlord's chest piece is the best one for, like, average sale. We got the Chieftain's Leggings as well. Working towards our Chieftain set. Nothing crazy. We're at 6,000 gold. Will we get to 7,000? It's looking pretty likely. Some more Overlord's Gauntlets. I kind of want some more Chieftain's gear, to be honest. Overlord's Leg Plates, 312 gold average sale. We're getting really close to 7K, guys. There it is. Over 7,000. Can we get over 10K to open up one of these? Ooh, Chieftain's Gloves. Let's go. Duskwoven Helm. Heavy Lamblar, that's 32 gold. Warmonger's Pauldrons are 22 gold. Those boots are 20. Those are 30. Crusader's Pauldrons. Nothing crazy. Kabbalist chess piece. Interesting chess piece there. Counselors. We need to have some high value stuff to pull to open up one of the blues. Oh, Overlords. It's 128 gold. Revenant Gloves. Wow, so if this piece is more than 110 gold, I open up one of the blue spheres. It's the Overlords. We hit the 8.2K, guys. Wow. So, over was right, but it was actually pretty close. I'll end the prediction. It was over 7,000. And we got 8,200 gold in, like, average sale price. Not bad. We'll definitely disenchant some of these. I do want to see how much of the chieftain set. How much of the chieftain set did we actually get? Like, how does it look if we equip everything we have? Those pants are crazy. I think I know what set we'll wear for Barons, guys. Those short shorts are next level, though. You got to admit. So yeah, it looks like we just need the boots. And the waist, but it doesn't really need it. Yeah. Oh, right. I said I'd open a sphere if I got over 10k in value. I thought I said 8k. So I guess we're not opening up a sphere. Yeah. I forgot about that. I thought I said 8k, but I did say 10k, so I guess we can't open that up. Let's see though. Because a lot of these I probably will disenchant, right? I might keep one or two of each, but if they're cheap, disenchant it. So we got 3 of the Overlord's gauntlets. Honestly, with that sale rate, I'll just disenchant 1 and keep 2. Duskwolven Bracers, it's not a high enough value for me to keep. I'm just going to disenchant it both, or all of it. Lords, Gauntlets, not high enough sale rate for me. Revenant Bracers look good enough for me. Oh, Swashbucklers, I'll keep those for myself, actually. Crusaders is below my sale price. A lot of these are going to be below my sale price, though. That's good. And some of this, if it has like a really high sale rate, but it's like below 700 gold, I'm still going to sell it, like the Gossamer Tunic. And that has such a high sale rate, I'll probably sell all of those. This for sure I'll sell. That's a good one, 1,000 gold. With 129 gold average sale. I'm definitely not going to sell 6 of these, so I'll disenchant a few. And the rest I will sell. These I'm going to disenchant all of them. Hopefully get some greater eternal essences. These greens have a pretty low proc rate for greater eternals, though. I think there is a method of doing this shuffle. Where if you have like a level 61 character, all these items vendor for more than you paid for the crystals. It's like they vendor for like 50 or 30 or 40 gold or something like that. So that's a possible shuffle for sure. I can't do it on Goldie. You'd have to be on like some kind of a crafting alt. How much was the max? I think the highest item value was like 1k. But the highest average sale price was Overlord's chest piece at 583 gold average sale, with a current min buyout of like 740 gold. So it's kind of like 0 to 1,000 gold transmog, nothing crazy, which makes sense. Like these are so easily obtainable that you got to imagine the values are kind of low. Yeah, we're not getting much back for shards for dust. I was hoping we'd get more greater eternal essences from these guys, but I guess not. We got 3 of the Overlord's leg plates. I'll probably... Sorry, we got 6 of them. I'll only keep 3. And then... disenchant the Duskwoven. The Righteous. One of those. I'll keep all 3 of the chest pieces. Disenchant 2 of these. Right now, I tend to not post transmog under like 750 gold, but some of them we'll make an exception for if they have a high sale rate. Okay. So, how many shards? We got 425 plus 60, so 480 gold just from shards, and we didn't disenchant all of them. If we sold it as like the things, it would have been 850 gold. But we also got all this transmog, so it's definitely worth opening them up. You get like 8,000 or more in value because these are going to sell for probably more than the average sale price on some of them. But yeah, that's good to know. You bet if I open one blue, it's an epic? I don't know. Wait, Jesper on YouTube rip stream? Is there a problem on the YouTube side of things? Uh-oh. My connection on my end looks good. I don't know if YouTube's having some problems, though. Works fine on your guys' end? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna get this into the bags. Keep in mind, guys, all of the blue ones we've sold, I mean, as is, I guess I've sold like 8,000 worth of them. Warband bank for these, because this is all transmog. Let me just deposit this in real quick. What was the total of the bags? Oh, our war bank is full, guys. Let me take these out. I don't know why these are in here right now. In the warband bank. They should be somewhere else. Jeepers. We're really running out of space here. I need to get all this listed. We got a lot of stuff deposited very recently. And total value. So the total average sale price, or the total sale price average from everything we got there was like 8,200 gold. So on average, it was 100 gold in average sale value per chest. Really not a bad trade-off. Although you do get like a lot of duplicate items, which you might not necessarily be able to use or sell. But that isn't even market value. That's just a region sale average. So you should be able to get, give or take, about 100 gold per imperfect fragment. It might take a while to sell it all. Definitely would take a while to sell it all. Like, you're not going to have that gold in the bags super soon. But, yeah, no, I think it's worth opening them. Especially for Goldie on those ones versus selling. The blues, though, I think I gotta take the quick cash, guys. You know what I'm saying? We opened up a couple of them. But is what it is. Saw orbs from Nomer. I was just trying to get some space. I'm not gonna be opening the ground encrusteds today. Those are a bit more of a low ROI. It works out to be like, what was it, like 2,000 gold per hour opening gram encrusted objects? I will do my mount runs though. See if we get our mounts today here in Zelgarub. Hope for mounts. We're getting up there on the kills where maybe we'll see one soon. I can't actually remember what the drop rates are. Maybe I should look up the drop rates before I kill him today. You make more money selling lottery tickets than playing the lottery? That's what these are. I mean, the way you would profit on these is to only open 1 or 2 and hope you hit a big one. But if you farm like we did, probably 30 of them, if I open 30, I'm probably going to lose money. Plus, I for sure, like, if we look at it, if we look at it from a perspective of how much gold will I realistically get within the week from them, 100% it'll be better just to sell them as is. Because even if we get a big transmog piece, it might take a long time to sell. Plus, we already got Hanzu's sword from the zone. What more does a guy need? You know what I'm saying? That's a good pull. I really wish the dungeon journal, like, in-game had drop rates. Maybe I'll get Atlas loot real quick. So I got Atlas loot now. Let's see. Does it show me now on here? No. Let me just look it up. Wow, Armored, Rizashi, Raptor. I can't remember the drop rate. Oh, it's a 0.7% drop rate. And then the Swift Zulian Panther. So we might have a lot more runs to go. I thought it was higher than 0.7. Swift Zulian Panther was is 9%. Sorry, 0.9%. Let's see if we get luckier though. Not today. Yeah. So about 1 in 400, 1 in 110. Yeah. And even if we are perfect, we get 365 runs per year. So, I mean, you can add up runs pretty quick. I think we've done it like somewhere between 20 and 30 times now, like the full clear. Or the boss clears. So, we're not getting close to drop rate, but we're getting to the point where we could start getting lucky. You know, if we get one now, we're a little bit lucky. Of course, we got to get the sacks. There we go. Yeah, it's not a super great drop rate, but not terrible. Especially if you can do it every single day. If it was a once a week, that'd be more like Invincible. Which, eventually, we will be doing Invincible runs on Goldie. And those are going to be frickin' fun. That'll be like the new era Molten Core. Because by then, hopefully, we have everything we need for Molten Core. And we'll be doing our... The Stream Pedals will be Ice Crown run today. I absolutely love the fishing rod on this mount, by the way. It's so sweet. Do. Let's see what we're rolling with today. This one is like kind of my favorite mount though. And Let's go! Get in. Get in. What the heck? Oh my gosh, guys. Swift, Zulian Panther. Goldie just got a new mount. Boom. I'm so excited. I already know it. But, like, it's on Goldie now. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man, that's a good feeling. So, like we were saying, we just got lucky. Sometimes you just gotta get lucky. So, what if we blew off the eardrums? But, whew. New ground mount, never to be used. Bonus mount, yeah. Let's get it on the action bars here, because we officially have it. Wow, that's awesome. Let's see. Swift, Zulian, Panther. Put it right there. I love how the shoulder blades do that. Look, it has like no. It's just so like. It's just like so bare. It's like just like a saddle, no armor. I love how it looks. This is one of my favorite mount vibes in the game. Jaeger with a clip. We'll have to put the Let's Go audio in. Yeah, the Let's Go. Very sleek. I mean, as far as ground mounts go, it's so clean. I was expecting to have to wait a long time to get something like this. Congrats in guild, Tai. Running around Elwyn. Who would have thought Goldie one day be running around Elwyn on a Swift Zulian Panther? We got it. So yeah, now we have like a good share of different ground mounts. Because before I was kind of just using my Snowy Griffin or Golden Griffin a lot. But we also have Traders Gilded and the Packmaster. We all believed. We made it. I'll definitely have this in the videos a lot if I'm just doing like a RP walk. RP walk on the Panther goes hard. It's like it's stalking its prey. So yeah, 0.9% drop rate. Yeah, this is a good amount for entering new zones. I'm just happy to run around on it right now. Let's go get that copper node while we're at it. Imagine if you could stealth on that mount. Ooh. Oh, what's the keybind again? Oh yeah, Shift E. There we go. If we could stealth on the mount, that would be game over. I'm probably just gonna run all the way to Blasted Lands on this mount at this point. I'm just excited to see it. I was not expecting it, to be honest. I was like, all right, let's just go log the kills. So now we're just farming Zolgrub for the Raptor, which I guess is more rare. A little more difficult to get potentially, but heck yeah. We just need a group of subtlety rogues to constantly cast Shroud of Concealment. Yeah. You volunteer as tribute. Can I jump up on this? I don't think so. All right, let's get back into Blasted Lands here. Any plans for Warglaves? Oh yeah, once we get to Outland, I'll be farming Warglaves for sure. Most definitely. Oh yeah, we'll be making our way for that. Those kind of like iconic expansion unlock things we'll definitely be going for. like kind of the same way we're going for Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker here. While we're just chilling right in this high, let's go try to get another time lock box, guys. Man, that feels good. Iron Mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should get the look into the add-on Mount Journal Enhance. It shows you the percentage and rarity of the mounts. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't have very many mounts. Like I have all my account mounts on here. Like I obviously don't have all these on Goldie, but I only have 231 mounts. So I think I'm pretty low on the percentage on that for sure. We're in the WOD phase. Yeah, so for this farm in particular, I swapped to the WOD phase to do the Iron Mark, the Bronze Whelpling farm. These guys aren't here in the old version timeline, like the classic timeline, so for this farm in particular, I do have to swap over. Because now I want that rush of seeing. Oh, it has percent of people that own a mount. That's really cool. So it shows like what percent of profiles have obtained a mount. Actually, let me get it real quick. Mount Journal Enhanced. I'll try it out. Mount Journal Enhanced. That's actually kind of interesting for me. Mount. I might not be able to spell. Okay, I got it. / reload. So I could technically sort my mount list to see what my rarest mount is. Okay, let's see. How do I do this? How do I sort by, like, my rarest mounts? Oh, legendary is less than 2%. Okay, so filter, sort by rarity. Oh, sort by. Gotcha. Rarity. It's showing me a bunch of mounts I don't have. I think I go here. I'm confused at which mounts I have because they're all red. Okay, moving outside definitely helps.
Thanks McGillivray Injury Law for reminding me it's time to put my Prime sub in the jar. Yeah. Winking face emoji.
Yo, JS, appreciate the Prime. Yeah, you got that's funny. Let's go. Okay. Sort by rarity. Untick. Why is this filter like so? It's just. This filter is like really hurting my brain. I don't know why. Is there like a refresh? I feel like I click a filter and nothing changes. Okay, so now I'm sort by rarity. Sometimes you type in the search bar to update. Usable only? That should help, actually. I guess I don't have any rare mounts. Oh, what's happening is it's showing my favorites first. Okay. So of my favorite mounts, these are my rarest. I guess the PvP mounts. That's why it's confusing me. And these are my non-favorited mounts. I think the rarest mount I have are some of the vicious mounts. Yeah. Is that rarity an add-on or something? Yes, it's just an add-on I just grabbed. The rarity is based on what percentage of other profiles have the mount. So 20% of profiles have the Swift Zuluan Panther, which we just got. Interesting. So yeah, I guess my rarest mounts are PvP mounts. Does anyone have Invincible? Can they check what percentage of profiles have Invincible? Oh yeah, the event from last year might have helped. The increased drop rate stuff. That's a good question. I wonder if the add-on is percentage of players with the add-on or overall. 24.32% have Invincible? That surely has to be of people with the add-on. That seems way too high for like overall population. I mean, it is a farm mount, but... Whew. Yeah, so it must be... And I suppose, I mean, you would imagine that the players that get that mount, or that get the add-on, have at least some interest in mount farming, right? So they might have more mounts than the average player, but still, it's a very cool stat. That's true, like Invincible and Ashes of Alar have been around a long time. More time to farm them, and they're also very like cool mounts, very sought after, so that adds on to it for sure. .57% have the Trader's Brutosaur. Crazy, isn't that? Oh, I guess I could probably look at the let's look at the mounts and filter by all mounts. Not collected as well. Because that should give us every mount in the game, right? Yeah, that should give us every mount in the game. So let's go to the very bottom and see what the technical rarest mount according to this add-on is. What do you guys think it is? So below 10% is epic. These are all epic. All right, now we're getting into legendary. So legendary has to be below 2%. So we're below 2% now. I don't recognize like a lot of these. Eversong Woods. Oh, this is like a current content one because no one's gotten it yet. Let's go all the way to the bottom. Okay, no one has this one. Ashes of Balo Ren. Oh, this is a current content mount. New mount. Midnight. Silver Moon. Midnight Raider. Okay. Okay, so technically right now, the most rare one is the mythic achievement. Makes sense, okay? What's the most rare non-midnight mount though? Midnight, this is midnight as well. Midnight mount. Oh. The midnight PvP mount. Oh. It's exclude midnight. Good call. Boom. Okay. So the rarest mount in the game, excluding this is midnight. One sec. Sometimes you have to type to get it to reset. Am I tripping? I have midnight excluded. Yeah, so Kazalgar Engineering Crowd Pummeler is technically the rarest mount. Hidden by the game. Wait, wasn't this a bug? Someone had the green Meccano Strider? Wait, I have that. I have that mount. I definitely had that. But this was the mount where one person had it, and he tried to sell his account with it, right? And then he got banned. Yeah. Did they take the... It looks like they took the Swift Zahabra out of the game, hey? Looks like there's a lot of, like, legacy ones that were taken out, like Modeled Raptor. Green Kodo, 0.01%. That's cool. What about, I'm curious as to the original Swift Zulian Panther. Oh, sorry, Swift Zulian Tiger. Wow. So yeah, this is definitely like a confirmation bias of like players with this add-on have a lot of mounts, because 2% having a Swift Zulian Tiger, that's legit. That's impressive. Are there gladiator mounts? Yeah, so a lot of the gladiator ones are going to be quite rare, like 0.2% of population having them. Alright. Oh, the door's open, guys. Boo! Do you guys want to see some HD Boo? One sec. Come here. Ugh. There we go. That's Boo. In full HD. He's a big boy. See that? He's just purring. I don't know if you can hear him. You hear that? All right, boo. Let's declaw, and you can come here onto the table. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't knock over all my stuff now. What other mounts might be interesting? Yeah, Invincible is 24%. The Panther is technically rarer than Invincible on this add-on, as far as profiles that have obtained it. Green Proto Drake? Oh, Ashes. Well, let's just take a look here. %. Swift Spectral Tiger, 1.1% is crazy. What? Okay. Ashes. %32.7% for Ashes of Alar. Oh yeah. Rosashi. So the Raptor is a bit rarer, 17.6% compared to the Panther at like 20%. How about Time Lost Proto Drake? This is a cool add-on. $8.5, yeah. Swift Palomino, 64%. That's funny. Red Proto, 30%. Definitely some rare mounts in there. Yeah, we'll get the Raptor eventually, guys. If you just tuned in, though, we got something today. We got something today. That's what got us looking at the mounts there, so I'm pretty happy with that. Will we get the Raptor before we get Night Slayer chest? Probably. I think there's a good chance as to yes. But yeah, we now have the Swift Zulian Panther. I'll do the video sign out, the video like walk off on the Panther today. Why these orcs though? The droppables gotta be real dull. They drop a battle pet, the bronze whelp. Oh, actually, real quick, yeah, let's look at Brutosaurs. The OG Brutosaur is 3.8%. New one is 24%. Yeah. But yeah, these guys drop the Time Lost box, which converts to the bronze whelp. You can list both the box and the whelp. Average sale prices are like 5 to 10k. Market value is like 20 to 30k. So kind of interesting. We've gotten a couple, but I wouldn't mind getting another one to get listed. You can never have too much gold in value listed on the auction house. 24% for the mount is insane. The Brutosaur that costs like a bunch of dollars. It's pretty insane. But it's of profiles that have the add-on. And how many... Actually, I can tell you right now how many add-on downloads there are. Oh my gosh, guys. There's 4 million downloads of Mount Journal Enhanced. That means there was over 1 million Traders Gilded Brutosaurs sold. What? That's insane. And then there's definitely a bunch of profiles like me 20 minutes ago who don't have that add-on, but have the Traders Guild of Brutosaur. Wow. Blizzard made some bank with the Brutosaur, guys. That's actually insane. Over 1 million sold. I mean, maybe I'm misinterpreting downloads for like individual IDs. Like maybe if you download on multiple computers, the add-on. You're guessing I sold the bronze whelplings? I may have sold 1 or 2. I got another one this morning, actually. You don't want to put your sword in your back? New custom transmog? I guess I could. I kind of like it on the hips, though. Go reset the tables a little bit. I can go kill some grunts over here to reset the tables, actually. Between 12 and 18% of the player base has the new Bruto, according to Google. That's wild. That's actually so crazy. Do I check the mailbox through the journey of each zone before the episode to get an idea? I kind of get a little bit of an idea because when I repost auctions, but particularly on Goldie, I get so many sales that I can't see all of the listings at once. Because the mailbox on TSM, it'll only show the most recent 100. So if I have more than 100 sales, which I definitely do right now, it doesn't show me the total value of everything. So I have to kind of keep track of what the first 100 had, what the next 100 had, and if there's like multiple hundreds like that. So it can be a bit tough to keep track of. You guys want to see what Boo's doing right now? He's just in the, on the side of my desk, I have a cat hammock. He's just chilling in the cat hammock. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. You need to get that for your cat. It's pretty handy. He definitely likes it. Can't blame him. Looks pretty chill. CEO of Path Industries right there. Boo. He's definitely hanging out. Did the loot tables reset or no? Oh, looks like they did. Maybe not, actually. All right, what's the time? All right, guys. Checking the time here. I gotta do a bit of editing and then pack because we're hitting the road here soonish. So before Pathway gets home, I gotta make sure everything's loaded up. So it'll be a little bit of a shorter stream today, guys, and then no stream tomorrow. I'm out for the weekend, but I'll be back on Monday and Saturday. New Goldbound. Who knows what happens on Saturday? Maybe we're back with a zone spin on Monday. It could happen. Stranger things have happened. But in any event, we can call this a win. We got the frickin' mount today, guys. Let's get some light on our face. There we go. Get the lighting right. So GG's. I'll catch you guys soon, and then I'll see you next week. We'll have a big week of streams next week, so thanks for hanging out, and until next time, go with honor, friend.